Hey, beautiful people, a good morning or good evening, depending on the location you may be watching from. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, my name is Stanley, and on this channel, I have recently been showcasing my life from studies to living in a rural village in Papua New Guinea, and hopefully my work life if I get the chance to do so very soon. I am currently in Manju village in the Kokoda district of Oro province in Papua New Guinea, and my village is located along the Kokoda highway, which runs from Papua New Guinea township through to the famous Kokoda trek, which begins at the Kokoda station and ends at Owas Corner at Sogori Plateau in the Central Province. Today I wanted to give you a glimpse of another form of income generating activity that the people in my village do in order to meet their basic necessities here in a rural Papua New Guinean setting. Now, a similar video I did previously was on cocoa harvesting, and if you have not watched it yet and are interested, do check it out and watch it on my channel. Now, apart from cocoa farming as a cash crop here in the village, our people are also involved in oil palm production, and here in my area some families have ownership of a smallholder oil palm plantation, and they market their palm fruits to New Britain Oil Palm Limited. So in today's video, I wanted to show you how the oil palm is harvested and marketed to the oil palm company. However, I am unable to show you the whole process from the very beginning, as my family have done the harvesting, even before I got here. So I was unable to film the whole process, unfortunately. But I will try to document the whole process on the next harvesting round, so you get to see the hard work and the sweat that goes into these, so that families can have at least some cash in their pockets to support them here in the rural communities in Papua New Guinea. So basically the process starts from when the smallholder farmer harvests the fruit bunch from the palm using long hooks depending on the height of the palm trees. The bunch and the loose fruits are then loaded onto wheelbarrows and are moved to a convenient location along feeder roads, where they are then stacked onto nets that are conveniently designed to allow for the palm fruits to be loaded onto the fruit trucks. So that is where the harvesting process ends. That is where, when the company trucks pick up the fruits from the smallholder farmers, that is where the harvesting process ends. The palm is being picked up now. As you can see, we were only able to harvest enough to make one net and a half. So let's see if that is enough to make 1 ton or more, because how much the smallholder block owner makes from a particular harvest is dependent on the price at that time. So right now I was told that the company is paying at 465 kina per ton. So I will try to pop up the amount in US dollars so you get an idea of how much that is in the local currency. So the grower is able to, from the rate, the grower is able to calculate how much and what to expect in his bank account once the payment is made. That is after all the other deductions and so forth. So I was told by my brother that the payment for the harvest done today would be made on a Friday the following week. So the harvest is done every 2 weeks, but here in the village, the frequency of the harvesting is dependent upon the prevailing market price and the crop production at the time. So sometimes the grower would have to skip harvest, so he has enough matured palm on the next harvest. the first net is being weighed now. The weight has to be steady when the reading is taken. So basically the person taking the reading reads it off the scale, then calls it out to the second person in the truck to record the weight. So this first net weighs 944 kilograms, a few kilos short of a ton. So let's see how much the second net would weigh. The weight of the second net is now being taken. This one is a bit smaller, so I'm expecting the weight to be lower than the first net. As with the first one, the weight also has to be steady when the reading is taken. This one weighs 703 kgs, so it's lower than the first net as predicted. Now what happens is that the weight from both nets are added and recorded, and a copy of the written invoice given back to the block owner. So the block owner will now have made his calculations and would have a fair idea of what to expect in his bank account come payday. This is life in rural Papua New Guinea, and it has been a pleasure showcasing to you the simple life of my people here in the Kokoda district of our province in Papua New Guinea. If you have been watching this far, thank you very much for taking the time to watch my video. If you have enjoyed this video, please do take the time to subscribe so you don't miss out on similar content in the near future. Also, do smash that like button if you have not done yet, and don't forget to share with your friends. With that, it's goodbye for now, and I hope to see you again on the next one.